The history of humanity is intertwined with the history of warriors. From the dawn of civilization, warriors have played a pivotal role in shaping societies. They have defended their people from threats, they've expanded territories, they have also upheld cultural values. This essay explores the evolving role of warriors through three distinct eras: pre-modernist, modernist, and postmodernist. We will journey through time, witnessing the transformation of the warrior ethos. Warriors have always been more than just fighters. They represent the ideals of their time. In the pre-modernist era, warriors were deeply spiritual figures. They were guardians of tradition and protectors of their people's way of life. As societies modernized, the role of the warrior shifted. The emergence of nation-states led to the professionalization of warfare. Soldiers replaced warriors, driven by loyalty to the state and economic incentives. The post-modernist era brought about unprecedented technological advancements. The nature of warfare changed dramatically. The traditional image of the warrior on the battlefield seems distant. However, the warrior ethos, with its emphasis on courage, discipline, and sacrifice, continues to resonate. This essay will analyze these transformations, highlighting the enduring principles of the warrior spirit.
In the pre-modernist era, warriors were deeply embedded in the spiritual fabric of their communities. They were not merely fighters, but also served as intermediaries between the physical and spiritual realms. Their role extended far beyond the battlefield, encompassing rituals, ceremonies, and the preservation of cultural heritage. These warriors were often seen as living embodiments of their tribe's values. The training of a pre-modernist warrior was as much spiritual as it was physical. Young men underwent rigorous initiations. They honed their skills in combat. They also learned the stories, songs, and rituals of their people. This holistic approach instilled in them a deep sense of duty and responsibility. They were not just fighting for themselves, but for the very soul of their tribe.
The spiritual beliefs of pre-modernist warriors varied widely across cultures. However, certain common threads can be identified. Many warrior societies believed in a spirit world that influenced the outcome of battles. Warriors would often call upon their ancestors for strength and guidance before engaging in combat. Rituals and ceremonies played a crucial role in preparing warriors for battle. These rituals served to strengthen their resolve, instill courage, and connect them to the spiritual realm. The weapons and armor of pre-modernist warriors were often imbued with spiritual significance. Each item might have its own history, passed down through generations. These objects were treated with reverence, seen as extensions of the warrior's spirit. The act of crafting weapons and armor was itself considered a sacred art, one that required great skill and spiritual awareness.
The transition from the pre-modernist to the modernist era witnessed a profound shift in the nature of warfare. The rise of nation-states and the emergence of new technologies led to the decline of tribal warfare. Armies became larger and more organized. The role of the warrior was gradually replaced by that of the soldier. Soldiers were no longer fighting for their tribe or clan, but for an abstract entity, the state. This transformation had significant implications for the warrior ethos. Loyalty shifted from the tribe to the nation. Soldiers were bound by oaths of allegiance and codes of conduct. Their primary duty was to the state, even if it meant going against their personal beliefs or the traditions of their ancestors. The spiritual dimension of warfare, while still present, became less pronounced.
Section 5. Economics of War. Loyalty and incentive. The professionalization of warfare in the modernist era brought about a new factor: economics. Soldiers were no longer volunteers fighting for their land or beliefs. They were paid professionals, motivated by wages, pensions, and the promise of social mobility. This economic incentive created a complex relationship between the soldier and the state. On the one hand, soldiers were expected to be loyal and obedient, willing to sacrifice their lives for the nation. On the other hand, they were also driven by self-interest, seeking to secure their livelihoods and advance their careers. This tension between duty and self-preservation became a defining characteristic of the modern soldier.
Section 6. Nationalism and Identity. Forging a Modern Warrior. Nationalism played a crucial role in shaping the identity of the modern soldier. As nation-states emerged, governments sought to foster a sense of shared identity among their citizens. This was particularly important in times of war, when unity and solidarity were essential. Propaganda, education, and mass media were used to promote patriotic ideals and glorify military service. Soldiers were often portrayed as heroic defenders of the nation, their sacrifices held up as examples for others to emulate. This nationalistic fervor helped to motivate soldiers and legitimize warfare in the eyes of the public. It also created a powerful sense of camaraderie and brotherhood among soldiers, who saw themselves as united in a common cause.
Section 7. The technological battlefield warfare transformed. The post-modernist era has witnessed an unprecedented acceleration of technological advancement. This has had a profound impact on the nature of warfare. The battlefield has become increasingly complex and technologically driven. Traditional notions of combat, with soldiers engaging in close-quarters fighting, have given way to a new era of remote warfare. Drones, cyber warfare, and artificial intelligence have become integral parts of modern military arsenals. Soldiers now operate in a world of satellites, sensors, and sophisticated communication networks. The physical battlefield has expanded to encompass cyberspace, where battles are fought with data and algorithms rather than bullets and bombs.
Section 8. Modern warriors adapting to new threats. The modern warrior faces a bewildering array of threats, from terrorist organizations to state-sponsored cyber attacks. The nature of conflict has become increasingly asymmetric, with non-state actors playing a more prominent role. In this complex and rapidly evolving environment, the skills required of a warrior have also changed. While physical strength and combat skills remain important, modern warriors must also possess a high degree of technical proficiency. They need to be able to operate sophisticated equipment, analyze intelligence data, and adapt to constantly changing situations. The mental and emotional demands placed on modern warriors are immense.
Section 9. The enduring ethos, courage and sacrifice. Despite the dramatic transformations in warfare, the warrior ethos has endured. The core principles of courage, discipline, loyalty and sacrifice remain as relevant as ever. While the context in which these principles are applied may have changed, their fundamental importance has not diminished. Modern warriors, whether they are soldiers, sailors, airmen or marines, continue to demonstrate these qualities on a daily basis. They put their lives on the line to defend their countries and protect their comrades. They face danger with courage and determination, upholding the warrior ethos in the face of adversity.
Section 10. Beyond the battlefield. The warrior spirit today. The warrior spirit is not confined to the battlefield. It can be found in all walks of life, in individuals who exhibit courage, resilience, and a willingness to overcome challenges. From firefighters and police officers to doctors and nurses, there are countless examples of people who embody the warrior ethos in their everyday lives. These individuals may not carry weapons or wear uniforms, but they share the same commitment to service, sacrifice, and the pursuit of a greater good. They are the modern-day warriors, fighting battles against disease, injustice, and adversity in all its forms.
Section 11. Conclusion. The timeless warrior. The warrior has been a constant presence throughout human history, from the tribal protectors of the pre-modernist era to the technologically advanced soldiers of today. Warriors have adapted to changing times while upholding the core values of their profession. While the nature of warfare has undergone dramatic transformations, the warrior ethos, with its emphasis on courage, discipline, and sacrifice, continues to resonate. In a world facing complex challenges, the warrior spirit remains a source of inspiration. It reminds us of the importance of courage, resilience, and the unwavering pursuit of what is right. The warrior's journey through time is a testament to the enduring power of the human spirit, its ability to adapt, overcome, and prevail in the face of adversity.